Hello and welcome to See This If. My name is Ben Lewis and in this video we'll be looking at Ocean's 8. Ocean's 8 is part of the Ocean's trilogy set up by George Clooney and Brad Pitt and everybody else, and this one stars Sandra Bullock and Cate Blanchett and a whole host of famous faces. Sandra Bullock plays Debbie Ocean, unsurprisingly the sister of Danny Ocean, who was played by George Clooney in the Ocean's trilogy. The story involves her planning a heist to steal a very expensive necklace. The film starts with her being released from prison and then meeting up with her friend Cate Blanchett to recruit some other people to help her steal that necklace. That necklace will be on the neck of Anne Hathaway, who is supposedly the villain of the piece. The plot itself is very similar to the first Ocean's 11 film with George Clooney and Brad Pitt. Danny is released from prison and so is Debbie, so it's following some very familiar footsteps here and it does go on a very familiar sort of track, but the difference being is it's an all-female cast. That's the only real difference. Other than that, it is a very similar movie. You could argue that they're stealing a necklace instead of millions of dollars from a casino, but that is superfluous to what it's trying to achieve. The plot itself has very little tense moments in it. What is tense, or what is supposed to be tense, is actually unimaginable or unrealistic, and the rest of the film is just the cast having fun. And yeah, if you like that sort of thing, then you're going to enjoy the film, but I felt like it needed a bit more. The big issue with Ocean's 8 is the story and how it's been plotted out. There aren't very many tense moments, and those that are tense are unrealistic and set up too much. The rest of the story seems to run like clockwork and we all know what's going to happen. There is a major twist in the story, which of course I will not spoil, but if you are paying attention then you're going to see it a mile off. See this if you have seen the Ocean's trilogy starring George Clooney and Brad Pitt. This is probably most like Ocean's 13 in terms of its story and its tone and how it all pans out. There are some links in this film to that Ocean's trilogy, but I felt that it wasn't needed. If this had been not linked to that universe and it just been a heist movie, I think it could have gone in different directions and probably had a bit more fun. But because it's been linked to that franchise, that's probably one of its downfalls. Please like and subscribe my Facebook and YouTube pages. I would really appreciate your support, and if you have any comments, please feel free to leave them below and I will enjoy hearing from you.